Go ahead, jot that thing down to the floor. I've been on the road so long, forgot I had a home.
These birds are so noisy, Jesus. Oh, hey, honey. You good? Jesus. Hi. It's you. What are you up to, honey? What are you up to, baby boy? It's gonna break, you know that, right? You know that, right? I'm trying to film a video here. That's my guard, so don't you dare try to come at me. Yeah, he will come for you. Hello, it's Julie. We're back. If you're new to my channel and you haven't seen my face before, welcome. I'm Julie, nice to meet you. And if not, welcome back to Julie's Island Life. Let's get started. So this video is kind of just, I guess, simple. It's a Q&A. I asked you for questions, you gave me questions, and now I'm gonna answer them. That was also kind of because last week's video was a pain in the ass to get out, but it's out and I'm proud of it. So if you haven't seen that, go back and watch that one because that took all of my energy. I asked you guys on my Instagram story to send me some questions. If you had any questions about me or about my journey or anything, just send them, and you did. So I'm gonna answer some of them today. Without further ado, we are gonna get into these questions. First question I'm going to be answering today is, what are the top 5 things to do in Barbados? And that is a really, really good question. I've only been here for a month and a half now, I guess, and there's still so many things that I want to do that I haven't done. But from what I've done in the past combined with the things I've done now, I would say something that I would like to do if I was like a tourist here, I would love to do the catamaran boat. I think that's such a fun experience. So you go out on this catamaran and you sail out and you get to swim with the turtles and see shipwrecks and stuff, and you get food on the boat like traditional fried flying fish and mac and cheese pie, and just cruise and enjoy it. So that's one. Just the beaches. Then I would definitely recommend doing one of the van tours where a local drives you around the entire island. You just get to see the whole island and it's just so great. Then I would say surfing, but that's because that's a personal interest of mine and there's a lot of good surf spots here, so I'm so excited to go surfing. Lastly, I would probably say go to a reggae night because reggae is just such a vibe, and you just sit there either if it's a bar or at like a venue or something like that, and it's just such a nice part of Bajan culture. So yeah, the reggae. Next question is, what is my favorite Bajan food? I love Bajan food. I love macaroni pie, sweet potato pie. Ooh, that's so good. I love all the pies. And then fried flying fish is great. Yeah, those are probably my favorites. I've heard a lot of things about fufu. I haven't tried it yet, but next question is not really informative in any sort of way, but I just had to put it in here. So, but I just had to put it in. So, I'm sorry, but this is editing Julie just realizing that I have the concentration span of a freaking goldfish. Anyways, enjoy the rest of the video. It's from my friend, and she says, "Sovna du med lika masse som jag savnar dig?" AKA, do you miss me as much as I miss you? And yes, honey, I do. I really, really do miss you. I do miss my friends at home, so that can be the question. Do I miss my friends at home? Yes, I do. I do miss my friends, but I'm not a type of person that's very, I guess, attached. Like, I have to be able to do stuff on my own, and I really appreciate and value doing things for myself and not making my decisions based on like my friends and stuff. Right now, it's just my life is in a different place. This is literally a whole completely different life I'm living, a different setting, different place, different people, different culture, different language than I usually speak. So everything is kind of just new. So yeah, I miss them, but I'm really happy with where I am now, and I know I'll see them again eventually. So that kind of ties into the next question, which is, do you want to make new friends in Barbados? And yes, I do. But the thing is, I kind of like meeting people organically, like in a setting. Ever since I came here and I started like my TikTok account and I did YouTube videos, people have been hitting me up in the DMs wanting to be friends, and I think that's so nice. Like, I really do appreciate it. People wanting to show me around, people wanting to take me to parties or events, or just kind of inviting me in, and that is so sweet. It's just so hard for me to pick out which ones I should choose. Like, I can't choose all, and that's why in the beginning I was kind of like, no, I'm not gonna meet up with people for my DMs. I want to just meet people when I'm out. Yeah, after a while I started meeting up with people, including the one that sent me this question. So hi, Kate. So that's what I'm saying. Even though I might not necessarily want to meet up, if you just hit me up in the DMs, if you see me in public, please say hi, please talk to me, please engage in the conversation, because it's not that I don't want to meet you, it's just that it's hard for me to kind of tell through social media who I would vibe with or not. So since you're here in Barbados, is there any place you really want to visit? And by the way, I think you're really pretty. I appreciate that a lot, and thank you for the question. I really think that I want to go up north to the caves, because I haven't been there in a while, probably in 6 years. I haven't been there yet, so I would love to go up to the caves. And then I would also want to visit Spicetown. I haven't been to Spicetown yet, only Whole Town. I really like this next question. Shout out to Kelly. Kelly's a sweetheart. She's in Germany right now because she's an awesome, badass bee. Love you. And it is, do you have plans after Barbados? And yes, I kind of do. Now I'm not gonna say that I like planned out my life and that this is kind of the way it's gonna go. A lot of things can change within a year. 2020 has really taught us that, but what is in my head right now is that I'm staying here for a good long while, and then when I go home, I'm gonna start working again. I love my job back home. Shout out to Fjord Safari. So I just hope I can continue working for them, and then I will probably just work till fall time, and then when fall hits and school starts, I would want to start a bachelor's degree in creativity, innovation, and business development. So I'm planning on moving to Bergen, living with my grandparents, because I miss them a lot. So the last question is not one from my DMs, but it's actually from TikTok, so I hope that they see this. The question is, how did I do this? How did I get here? So when I post on TikTok, I tend to write things like, moved across the globe at 18, moved alone, didn't know where I was gonna live, what I was gonna do, all of that stuff. I'm not lying. When I came here, I really didn't know what I was gonna do. Like, I ordered the ticket without planning anything ahead. I was kind of worried that something was going to happen with COVID, like the country was going to shut down or something was going to happen so that I wasn't able to go. So I kind of didn't want to spend all my time making all of these plans and then just be so disappointed when I couldn't go. But then I made it here and I was like, oh shoot, like we got some work to do now. Yeah, to answer the question, what I did was nothing more complicated than just ordering the ticket. I knew I had family down here, and I have lived by myself, or I moved out from my home when I was 15 to go to school, and I lived in a shared apartment, so I've always kind of learned to be independent, like make my own food and do my own laundry. My mom is the most amazing woman in the world, and she's raised me to be very independent and how to take care of myself and be safe, and I think that's why she trusted me to come here by myself, and she was the one who was encouraging me to go, and I love her for that. The day before school started, I gave up my spot, and yeah, then I just worked at my wonderful job until it was time to leave, and then I left. I packed up my life in 2 suitcases, just brought whatever I thought was necessary, and came down here. And by that time, we hadn't really found a home for me yet, and my dad had a friend that I could stay with for a while, but I knew that I wanted to have something for myself, and now I feel really comfortable where I am. Still though, don't have like a way to support myself. The only thing I'm really doing now is like YouTube and TikTok and social media, and I love that. Like, that's what I want to do. If I want to keep living like I'm living now, being able to go places and do surfing or dancing lessons or whatever I want to do for the next 6 months, I'm gonna need to find something. And that's kind of the beauty of it, I guess. And those were all the questions I'm going to be answering today. Thank you so much to all the people that sent in questions. You are much appreciated. And to all the people commenting on my videos and my content, love y'all. I actually had my first experience of a girl coming up to me. She like tapped me on the shoulder and came around and was like, I commented this and this on your post, and it just truly made my day. And even though I'm still a pretty small channel, there are so many people reaching out. I think you get kind of blind to it. Like, you look at the number and it's like, oh, only 1,300 people are following me on TikTok right now. And yeah, but you still got 30,000 views on a video, which means that 30,000 people, 30,000 has seen you and your content. And for that, I'm so grateful, and I hope that my channel will keep growing and that more of you will come along on this journey. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope I gave you some good answers, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.
Gonna hit y'all that thing down to the floor. I've been on the road so long, forgot I had a home.